Welcome back to consecutive day 762 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. To find out more, check the link in the comments below and how you can support it, but do give it a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 762 of a Diary of a Runpreneur, and it's a very rainy evening. It's 8:30 on Saturday evening, and it's raining. So we haven't had much rain recently. It's actually still quite mild. It's about 18-19 degrees, so it's actually quite nice tonight, running in the light rain. But tomorrow is the Fen Gallop, which is the biggest fundraiser for the local village primary school. It's a 10k off-road run. There's normally about 500 entrants that run it, and yeah, it raises a lot of money for the school. And tomorrow I'm pacing for the race, so I'm the 45-minute pacer. So which is quite a pace, to be fair, for an off-road 10k. Now on-road 10k would be fine, but off-road poses a lot more problems. I did touch on this yesterday about 45-minute 10k pace, which is 4.5 minute kilometre pace, or I think it's just under 7 minute 15 a minute per mile pace, which is relatively comfortable on road. But it's when you come off road onto off-road and then back onto road and then back to off-road again. Off-road is quite often about 20 to 30% harder, so you have to work a lot harder to keep the same pace. And then when you get back to road, your legs are almost a little bit jelly leg, as you've been putting so much effort in on the off-road, so you often can't get the pace back up quickly enough on the road because your legs are recovering. So it's a difficult one to pace, and I think tomorrow I'll try and be as consistent as possible, but I will probably run the roads maybe 5 to 10 seconds a kilometre quicker, and then have some respite on the off-road, because when people are running with me, to keep a consistent, if they're not used to running mixed terrain races, then keeping a consistent pace over all terrain is very challenging. So I think that will help the runners a little bit more by getting a little bit in the bank on the road, and then being able to slow slightly on the off-road. So that will be my plan. It's also been a pretty cool day today, because my wife's best friend from Australia is over, and obviously due to COVID and stuff, she hasn't seen her for about 3 years, so they're in contact almost daily, even though we live in the UK and they live in Australia. And obviously any visits that have been previously arranged have been put on the back burner due to COVID. So she's made it over this year. You never know, we might make it over there next year, or certainly possibly the Far East or something, to meet up with them for a week or some kind, which would be super cool. So lovely to have them come to stay. They've got 3 kids, and they're similar ages to my kids, so when kids have kids to play with, it's generally a lot easier. So that's pretty cool. My 2 boys were football training this morning, so my oldest has done his second, or it might even be his 3rd training session now, since trying to get back into the swing of things since long COVID. And yeah, it's just brilliant to be witnessing him getting back to some form of normality now. Again, the Fen Gallop, which is tomorrow, he ran it last year and won the under-16 category as a 10-year-old kid, which is pretty amazing. And this year, obviously, he won't be running it because he's not fit to run the 4-mile race. He will be possibly doing the 1 mile with the youngest child of our visitors. So that'll be super cool to see him do that as well. But he'll be back. I think give him a few more months, he'll be back to full fitness again, which is really cool. So other than that, not a lot to report. It's nice to have a weekend. It's been a mentally draining week in the business, which is good. Everything seems to be on the positive side, but sometimes you just kind of feel more drained than other times. So this weekend's come at a good time. quite looking forward to the run. It's a real big community event, so we see lots of people we know and lots of social side to it after the actual fundraiser, and then back to work on Monday. So that's pretty much it for me today. That's pretty much it for me today. As always, any comments, drop me a line, I'll respond to everyone. Remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. Find out more and how you can support it, check the link in the comments below. Give it a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.